on a very joyous episode of Talking Beards. Episode 385. We talk about the 2025 World Beard and Moustache Championships that just happened this past weekend in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
This weekend?
Past weekend, it just happened.
Remember the time we were just together?
Remember that one time?
One time we took all those pictures together?
Tonight. And Shawn. What happened? Who happened? How it happened? Is it happened? Who, where it happened?
All the happenings from the World Beard and Moustache Championships this past weekend in Pittsburgh, PA. Let's get going, shall we?
Let's go.
Talking Beards, the podcast.
Welcome all you beard lovers to our podcast where we try weird things to eat, play some trivia, chat about life, and who knows, maybe even talk about beard stuff too. Now it's time to meet your host, Aaron D. Johnston and Shawn Big Sexy Glander. And as always, behind the scenes is producer Natalie.
Oh,
What's
hey,
up?
what's going on, everybody in Talking Beards world? I am two-time world champion Aaron D. Johnston. I'm here. We are live. We are going to do the recap of the World Beard and Mustache Championships.
Two-time world champion.
That's me and Natalie as well.
And
but
Natalie. I'm no-time world champion.
I'm the one you can see, so that's who we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shawn, you took home a skateboard still.
What's up, Bruno?
So
Did
you
you?
still
Did you?
won.
I did. I got it. Look at I got my skateboard right here.
Wow. You didn't even give me any type of heads up. I should have also had my skateboard right here.
It's our skateboard. This is the
Dadgummit,
BSBB and Simply Me skateboard. Really?
That's not a Simply Me skateboard. It just has a big sexy beard body on it. But man, we were together, Shawn.
We were.
My gosh. It was amazing.
Sometimes
Oh my god.
world gets busy and you had a lot to do. So
Dude, I felt like I did like 12 to 15,000 steps 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, well, we did.
That doesn't include
1,500,000 when we went to Shorty's and back, and I
Blisters.
have blisters. Yeah, so those shoes, I actually have blisters on my toes from those shoes in that day. Like, yeah, it was crazy. So,
what a trip! What an exciting weekend! We have
Right.
nothing. We have nothing really planned for this episode. You realize
no,
this, right?
we're talking about it all.
We
What's up,
are.
everybody?
My gosh, everybody's here. We've got who all's here? We got Andrew. We've got DG with her
We do.
arrow. We should have probably done that as
We
well.
have Digi's arrow. I could probably like upload that real quick, but
That would be pretty funny. That would be pretty funny because, there was ways to see DG this weekend, and she had an
there's
arrow.
no way you missed her.
Nope. But Andrew's here. What happened to y'all's goatee? What happened to our goatees? Breaking news for the show. I'm sure
I wish I
people
brushed
probably.
mine out a little bit. Sorry, everybody, but yeah.
I'm sure if you watched any Worlds coverage, you might have noticed that I cut 13 inches off my beard.
Aaron, thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it. I got Aaron here and Aaron there. I reckon a lot of cool.
Aaron everywhere. What's up, Aaron?
Robert Mevick's here with
You're a
his
champion to him.
28-inch whaler. We got Eric Chote.
Eric Shote's here.
Eric Chote.
Bruno's here. What's up, Bruno?
Kaylee. Justin.
Give a shout out to Bruno here for this amazing hat that he made Natalie.
It was so rad.
Dude,
Like,
this thing is
super
so
rad.
freaking cool. So freaking cool.
Yeah. Crazy. What's up, Alan? Yeah.
Great job, Bruno. This thing's super rad.
So when Shape the podcast comments, who we talking to?
I would
to Cal,
think
we talking to
it's
Jason. Who we
Waller.
talking to?
Probably
Okay.
Cal Waller. I would assume.
I was like, I don't even know who's all got the skateboards.
Justin Cheatham's here.
Yeah,
He's the one mullet left.
The remaining mullet.
There was 3, and now we're down to 1.
What was the third?
John Stevenson. He was the
Gotcha.
inspiration to my mullet.
He cut?
Barely. He baby mullet.
Wait, I seen him this weekend.
It's still there, but
Okay.
And we cannot forget Alan D. Eckert's mullet. My bad. There was 4. Now there are 2. Alan D. Eckert is still rocking his. What's up, buddy?
You, Anthony, you are totally on time. Yes.
Cardi's kind of on time.
Yeah,
man. Kind of. Yeah. So this weekend, Shawn, let's get into it, man. You made it to your first Worlds, right? That was your first one.
I totally whirled it,
man. So what?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was pretty excited to be there, to be honest with you. Once all the nerves, once the travel, once everything got taken care of, it was actually pretty cool. So
breaking news: Andrew's growing his mullet out.
What?
That's what it said.
Like for real?
Rolling my mullet out, says Amber.
Yeah, I don't think he's doing it. Are you really growing a mullet, Rue? I don't think you are.
Who knows? Like when Andrew talks, you can believe probably like 46% of it.
Dang, you believe more than I do.
I was gonna go with like 36, but I bumped it up to 40.
Oh, we would have got really close. So.
Yeah,
I'm at 32 at best, but I'm just.
So you got the Worlds.
You look good in a mullet.
You got the Worlds Thursday night, right?
Yes, Thursday at yeah. I literally got to the event by the time all the awards were handed out, and they were kicking us all out. It was pretty cool.
So you didn't even make it in time for awards on Thursday night?
No, not at all. No. Well, I ended up having to. It was a pretty cool time. So I landed. I was with Shawn with Raven, that y'all see comment on here. He had a friend, one of his fighting friends, whatever his, the other club he's in, came and picked him up, and they took off. I knew Corey said he was on his way. Turned out Corey lost his car for about 30, 40 minutes, and then he was on his way 30, 40 minutes out. And so by the time we were on our way back, they said that they were handing out awards, and we got back as fast as we could, and they said they were done.
So maybe you should just hopped in with Raven and his fighting friend.
I probably should have, but Corey said he was on his way, and I thought I had time, and I was going to go by the Airbnb first, not have a roll around suitcase at the freaking event, like not all this stuff. But
I didn't realize all that.
Yeah. So it was okay. It was all right. I mean, I didn't think it through. I was able to leave all that stuff in Corey's car.
Good.
So it worked out just fine. But I would not have had I rode with Raven's friend, which I would have pulled my stuff out and been rolling around like the tourist at Worlds. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
yeah, you at least you had Corey's car to leave it in, right? So
I
didn't have
did.
to pack it around.
I did. And at that point, it was unwrecked. So that's super cool, because especially since it was his mom's car.
So this is good. Peter Hall. Hey there, guys. I was one of the Aussies on stage from the weekend. Are you still in the States, Peter, or are you back in Australia? And what did you think? What did you think about Pittsburgh? What was your overall thought of the entire event?
And how about the whole thing? How about the U.S.? Yeah. Have you been here before? Like, what was your impression? How did we do?
How did we do, Peter? All the comments in here. T-Had's in here. Steve Pletcher's in here. Steve Pletcher, third best whaler in the world on Earth. Steve Pletcher, congratulations,
He
man.
is.
You looked
Good job.
awesome. I thought.
Yeah.
I thought you looked super good.
So
Robert
did I.
Rainey also placed in his category. One of the
Yeah, he did.
beards, right? What was it? 20 to 30 maybe centimeters.
Yep, probably. I think that was the one right before Fabs, right?
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
And then
Fabs was 30 to 45.
Yep. Peter, he's in Vegas today. Man, what are you doing in Vegas, Peter? What do you think about that place? It's wild over there. Be careful.
No, it's a great place.
He did 2019 in Belgium as well. That was a good time.
Very nice.
That was a good time. I enjoyed Belgium. That was my first time over in Europe besides England, which is like Europe adjacent ish. I don't know.
I'd never been to Europe.
Well, speaking of Europe, you will be over there.
I'm going to Europe. 2 years.
Blackpool. 2 years.
2 years.
August 2027. Blackpool, England.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna love it. I'm telling you. Everyone in the United States
Gonna be amazing.
Start saving now. You're gonna love Blackpool. I'm telling you. Everybody. I've been there a couple times. It's funny because people from England do not like Blackpool. They make fun of it. They think it's like kind of like a cesspool of badness or whatever. But man, it's not. It's super cool. I think I heard someone say,
place, to be honest with you.
I heard someone say that Blackpool was like your favorite dive bar.
All right.
That was a pretty solid description of that town. Aaron, Seegers are about 45 minutes from home. Watching you in the truck. The road trip is almost done. Congratulations
Nice.
to Tim. He did well in his category as well.
And he got to buy a box of cards when he was there, which is what I was trying to do the entire time.
You were.
And hey, newsflash, everybody. Don't want to go to Target at a normal time if you're in Pennsylvania because they close at 7 p.m.
7 o'clock. That's
7
so
p.m.
crazy. Yeah, a week. I also noticed that. It's pretty wild. Pittsburgh just closes early, I think, just in general. And Mondays, Pittsburgh doesn't open. We learned that as well. Going to play 2P Pushers.
Wait.
What?
Why did you figure out on Monday it doesn't open?
Mondays.
On Sunday.
I was there on Monday.
Oh. I thought you hit the road on Sunday.
I left the
previous Monday.
Yeah, I was there for almost a week.
I was like, good Lord. I thought, wait a minute.
No, we drove home on Sunday. And as soon as we left the meeting, we almost crashed the car. It was awesome. Some dude straight pulled out. So I was going down like a 2-lane road with like parking on each side. And I was driving down the road and car just pulled out. Like I was next to him and he pulled out and I just got on brakes as hard as I possibly
Well, I'm glad
could.
you did not hit them.
Oh my gosh, that would have sucked. Like we left that meeting for 5 minutes tops. We left
meeting. What meeting?
The meeting on Sunday.
Oh, there was a meeting on Sunday.
Yeah, there was a meeting.
Yeah, what kind of announced that meeting on Sunday?
Let's get into that, right?
I don't remember.
We're just jumping all over the place. That's fine. It's
we have no
fine.
game plan tonight.
We have no game plan. So yeah,
you mentioned a meeting, so I just went ahead with it. You know,
hey, that's fine. So this is the new. This is most of the new board of the WBMA. This is new president Chad Roberts, and then everyone else in this picture are vice presidents. And as you can see, Shawn Glander has joined the board of the WBMA. Shawn Glander.
You can't really miss me there.
There you are.
Of me to see. So, yeah.
Why are you on the board of the WBMA now, Shawn?
Well, to be honest with you, I had no idea I was until the entire meeting was over. So, freaking. Yeah, I guess when you get the bid to be Worlds, you become a vice president. So I am, because Worlds 2029 is Spokane, Washington.
Congratulations, Spokane,
Thank you.
Washington.
It's gonna be rad.
Let's freaking go. I think
Yeah.
we're probably going to be involved with that event.
Really?
You said
I mean,
really?
you think there's a way you're out of it, getting out of it, or what?
Yeah. I got out of it.
Dang, that was crazy.
No, you see how fast he just dropped.
God, you were so scared looking.
I'm just like, shit, I'm on my own. Here we go.
Oh no. But yeah, man.
We all know I'm a supporting cast over here. Let's not freaking roll with that.
Yeah, so we've got this next Worlds in
2027.
And if anyone wants any information on Blackpool, PM Robert Medvick.
He
will tell you everything you need to know.
Robert Medvick knows everything about Blackpool. So everybody just message Robert Medvick right now and ask him questions about Blackpool.
I saw that, Roy.
All
appreciate you, buddy.
3,600 people that are watching the show, go ahead and just hit up Robert Medvick right now and just be like,
wait
right
till the show's
now.
over, then hit up
tell
Robert
us about Blackpool. Yeah,
Yes.
after the show. Good call, Natalie. After the show.
Yes.
Hit him up.
Unless you're able to multitask. So.
Unless you can unless you're watching us on your TV and you got your phone,
Yeah.
you know, you can do that. But yeah, man, Worlds all over the place as we were. Nick Mott's here. Pittsburgh and their wonderful street system. Yeah, I think their streets
Nick?
are made out of potholes. I think that's just how they pave them in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. No, they do. They do have they seem to have like a template for every road because they're all the same no matter which one you turn on. Like it has to be like crack, 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 left hole, crack, 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 right hole. Friggin', you know, you're not even sure which tire you're gonna blow.
Cobblestone streets in the middle of nowhere for no reason.
Yeah,
the
that was wild.
streets.
They were by our Airbnb as well.
Gosh,
I didn't notice them until you were talking about them by yours, though.
Well, Pittsburgh was an adventure. It's definitely the most I've ever spent in that. Most time I've ever spent in that town, and yeah, the streets aren't the greatest, but it's a cool town. You could tell there was a lot of history there, a lot of cool architecture, and the bridges. There's bridges upon bridges, and they're all cool looking. And we got the walk on one as we briefly talked about on this excursion. Nice little 2-mile hike across
that was
the
a great hike.
back for
that
no
was
reason.
an amazing hike. We can get more into that here in a minute. Like that
Absolutely.
was like
He
that
says
was
it's called
just an
street
adventure.
hopscotch.
Street hopscotch from a Pittsburghian.
And Nick and Aaron held down the live interviews.
Thank you, Kyle Waller. I appreciate that, man. Me and Nick Mott had a lot of good time.
They rocked it. It was so
we
entertaining and so fun. So yeah,
I've gone through and I've watched a couple. I opened it. I think me and Nick did probably like 15 or 20 minutes right at the very, very beginning of the broadcast, and I have no idea what I said. Like as soon as it got over, I told Nick, I was like, I don't know what I just said for 20 minutes, and I went back and watched it. I said all the things. We touched on all of them, I think, and
yeah, Kyle,
it was actually pretty solid. I was pretty
killed
impressed
it.
with
like
not knowing what I was saying
when I wasn't there. Like when I was traveling,
you were watching us.
I was stalking you.
The first 2 days we were able to actually do a bunch of interviews because we got really far ahead and we had big breaks to fill in. Last day, not so much. I think I did 30 minutes at the very beginning of the day by myself because Nick Mott had his category. I think Nick did a couple minutes with me, and then he ran off to do his first category. And that was it. We tried one more time. We were going to line up and interview all of the freestyle guys, and it was in a concrete hall, and it didn't work. And so we lost the signal to the camera crew people. But anyway, it was cool. Such an honor to MC the live stream at the World Beard Moustache Championships. Like, come on. Like,
you guys were like the best color commentators like ever. Like that.
I appreciate it, man. I feel like going back and thinking about it
in 2029.
2029, Nick Mott, we're up, buddy. We're gonna do it again. You just got to get a camera crew and stuff there.
Mhm.
We'll have to figure that out, but we'll figure it out. So
I'm
Natalie,
gonna have Victor follow you around with his phone.
Perfect.
That's what's gonna happen.
So I feel like this is more a Dan C question.
Okay.
What
Let's
we got?
see. So, hey, real question. What is the optimal temp for a heated brush? I just oiled and used it, and I smoked a few times. I have
Cool enough
never
to
used.
not start anything on fire when you throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, dude. That's Dancy Bearded
I'm
does
just
a really
playing.
good
That's
live
fine.
show, I think, on
Yeah.
Wednesday, or
Yes.
maybe it's his Monday show that he does like beard tips. That would be a Dancy Bearded question because I don't use a heated brush. I
Me
never
neither.
have, never will.
I had one. I did use it. I used to use it. Honestly, I did used to use it instead of a flat iron to straighten everything out before I used to freestyle a lot.
Okay.
So I would use it to do all that. And so I was literally joking, Roy, obviously don't throw it in the garbage, but that was way back when I didn't know. So, hey, Roy, I hope before you're using your heat brush, here's a little tip that I learned way after. I hope you are pre-treating with a spray-in heat guard for your beard, because if not, your beard will get messed up like mine did. So.
He oiled it up and used it.
Gotcha.
So
heat treat. Look into heat treat spray. Go to the women's section, whatever. Look for it.
Thank you, Robert Knapp.
Tremendously.
Beard advice with Dan is Wednesday, Thursday for the next 2 weeks. So there you go.
Thanks, Rob. Perfect.
Timothy says they have Dan's on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. So there you go. Go check out Dancy Bearded. All the great beard advice. He's basically a doctor for beards. He can teach everybody everything. I know how to compete well. I can do that. But as far as using heated brushes and stuff like that, zero knowledge. I oil, I balm, I wash.
And he used to tie it in a cloth knot, but guess what?
And I can't anymore. There's no
neither can Andrew Kloss.
Nope.
But we will direct you in the right direction for advice.
Yeah. There you go. But Andrew Kloss can't even cloth knot anymore. He's bald faced. He
shaved.
Dang, did I
right
put that
there in the Airbnb? I was staying with him, and that was wild.
You watched him shave it off?
No, but he came up. So he came up in between. Like Allie came up and told us he's down there shaving. You guys want to see? And we're all like, no, we don't want to watch anything crazy like that. And then he comes up and he still left like this huge poofy mustache. Like he obviously cut it short to the side. Like I'm not talking like Hitler stash, but like where it wasn't long or anything, but it just stuck straight out. We did our best to beg him to stay like that, but he was not having it. But it was great. He looked like Charlie Chaplin friggin' or somebody friggin' crazy. Like it was nuts.
Yeah, he while we were on stage waiting for Best in Show, he shaved into chops.
That's what I heard. I didn't see the first part on stage. So.
I have a handful of cloths in the pocket of my suit jacket still.
There was an entire baggie of cloths on a counter of the Airbnb in the morning.
Natalie currently has the baggie of cloths.
Do you have the bag of cloths?
The bag of cloths is here. Yeah.
Awesome.
Why? I don't know. I've no idea.
So I can make a video.
I wondered where it was going.
Natalie. So Dennis Morgan says really good seeing everyone. This was the first time in a long time that it felt like it used to. I completely agree, Dennis Morgan.
Good to see you do
there was so much love, so much just togetherness all weekend. Man, it was so nice. There was some old school people there. It was nice. It was super duper nice. And good morning, Dennis Morgan. I'm glad to see you were awake. I don't know if anybody else at the beard competition realized this, but they completely stopped the event at one point, and Taxi Phil was talking about someone was asleep in the audience.
Oh,
it was Dennis Morgan, sound asleep right there.
Oh, I thought they said it was somebody else.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's Dennis Morgan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Dennis Morgan.
Was it not Dennis?
They said another name, so I didn't.
Nah, pretty sure it's Dennis Morgan. He's asleep.
No, I believe it. I couldn't see it was behind me. I can't turn my neck like that.
Timothy Baldwin says, Aaron, do you have any advice on how the best to pick what category to compete in. I mean, so really at like a Worlds, you want to, what's the best word? Just say that, like, not extort, but like you really want to really highlight whatever your best feature is.
Oh,
and
yes,
just
100%.
and just rock that the best. Also, some dude behind you. I saw
they said a totally different name. Oh, they said his name.
I wasn't paying that much attention. I just figured it was Dennis. But yeah, Timothy. So man, if you got a little short beard, just rock that best you can. And if you've got a longer beard and you can pull off the longer beard, then just kind of rock with that. But if you're trying to grow a longer beard and it's starting to get scraggly, then just cut it back to as thick as it possibly can be. If you're in a situation like me where you can grow hair here pretty good, but as far as like on the sides go, it doesn't want to grow as much. Like I can grow it full, but it just won't do this. It'll just do this and stop. Shave it off. Just rock what you got and just
That's what I did. My sides were just dying. So
emphasize is the word I was looking for. Thank you, Andrew.
Choose a category that emphasizes your natural
is
style.
definitely a thing.
Yeah.
And wait a minute. Now that I'm remembering, Dennis, wasn't the dude that fell asleep freaking what's his name? That one freaking for that one freestyle? LA?
Joe?
Huh? No, Joe won. You're right. No, there's Cardi and who in LA?
Jason Schaefer?
No.
In
Jason
LA?
Schaefer in LA?
I don't think Jason Schaefer lives in LA.
Oh, I thought he.
That was new, right? Like, no. Lawler. Yes.
Lawler.
Dan
Lawler was sleeping.
I could
Lawler was crashed out behind me.
Corey Stovall says you
Thanks,
can
Eric.
pull out a
Lawler's in LA, right?
pull out a long beard with a drill very well. So if you do choose to grow out your beard long, you got to protect it. You've got to protect it. So for Worlds 2029, should I do natural stash or short beard with my naturally beautiful stash? I think for 29, Jeffrey Harris, you should grow your beard out and then trim it to a verti and then do that with your styled stash.
I agree.
I 100% think with his beard style, he would rock a hell of a verde.
That's my honest opinion on that.
I really do as well.
Dan Lawler, man, so many comments. Oh, so let's just get into this. So Thursday, you missed. We'll go back. So then Thursday night, what did you do Thursday night? Did you just go back to the B&B and crash, kind of?
Yeah. Yep. After everything was all said, all done, I went back there and just fell out. Like,
And it was
a
cool.
long day of travel. It was a deal. So
Thursday we actually got out kind of early, so they did awards at 6.
they did.
And then we were out of there by like 7, I believe, like 7:30 tops. And that was absurd. That was crazy. That's unheard of, really. It was unheard of for a world or national event. So we got out at 7. We did the same thing. We just went back to the Airbnb. We got some food and crashed out.
Right. I was going to come over, but I was too tired.
We were at the venue since 7:30 a.m. So I was ready to get out of there. So the next day we got there at 8:30, maybe 8:15. So we got there, a little later, but there wasn't as much prep. And then I got ready with that was it. That was our competition day.
Friday
right? was our day, man.
First freaking category.
First
category. The middle two right there, first category, outside like second category.
Yeah, so we got ready. We had Talking Beards, the club, the dressing room.
We did.
It was awesome. All the second floor. I think a lot of people didn't know where to go.
Right.
So there was plenty of dressing rooms available, and we swiped that one. And
I didn't know there was actually dressing rooms on all 3 floors.
So Yeah, I knew there was one on the second and fourth. I didn't know there was one on the third.
Somebody
Because
said
we weren't
that
supposed to
somebody
use the
was
one on the
number
third.
3.
Whoops. Apparently, we weren't supposed to use the one on the third. Oh, well. If someone was using it, then good for them.
Good for them.
We were on the second. So here we are. We were, man, this weekend was amazing. Like, this is just like the greatest thing ever. I got to get ready with you guys, and we just cut up and hung out and brushed beards. And, man, what an awesome weekend. So you and I, we went out first. Our categories and we got judged, and Bill Peterson
lined up right next to each other, went out right after each other.
We did. And then my strategic plan, so there was 10 in our category. We were supposed to line up 5 on the top row and 5 on the bottom row, and I'll just let this out of the bag. I was the 5th, so I should have been the furthest person from the judges in that back corner.
Cheater.
I put myself first on the front row, the closest to the judges, and so there was 4 on the back row and 6 on the front row. Surprise.
So I had no idea how many people was supposed to be anywhere.
Oh, I was
just
counting.
Lined up with everybody.
I had a plan. I was fully committed to my plan. Kind of like when we left.
No way Shawn Glander is going to be the first person in line looking at the judges.
Well, I was. That's what I did.
Wow.
What? What are you laughing about?
If you moved where you were supposed to, I would have been the first person looking at the judges.
Yep. You were second. You were fine. But yeah, I did that. That's how we lined up.
I had fun. I had no stress knowing that I had a goatee that was definitely ill prepared for what it was going to do. And so I just had fun, and even had judges say that they really did. They enjoyed my energy.
Because you were like, I don't care. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to be here.
We really enjoyed your mustache.
Dude, your mustache looks super good.
Your mustache is really good.
I like that you're training it to curl up.
It obviously helped me to get to 4th in the nation, or 4th in the world.
4th in the world.
Yeah, in the world.
You had the 4th best.
I'm not used to saying that because I've never been to a world event before. That was it.
Yeah. Having fun is what it's all about, says DG.
Absolutely. I had a great.
You got a 10.
I did get a 10.
You got a 10, Shawn.
Yeah.
That's super good. You got a 10 on the world stage.
I did get 110.
That's true.
Yes.
Like this.
It was awesome. Just like that. That might even been the one. You don't know.
This is it. This is the one that you got. Yeah. I can tell.
I'll autograph that for you at some point.
I appreciate that. I definitely would. World. The world. But yeah. And then we got our stuff all judged, and we could count numbers because we're doing the paddle scoring.
Top and bottom number was dropped.
Top and bottom was dropped. And
yes. So my 10 didn't count. But
no. And people were taking pictures of the scores, and so I got all 10 scores and went back in the back and did some math and felt pretty good. Felt pretty good about my placement for the day, and yeah, it worked out, Shawn.
It did. It worked out.
Worked out. Hold on.
Beautifully. What do you got? What's going on there? Oh, what's that thing?
Whoa, what is that?
In the world, Shawn.
That's awesome.
Is the direction facing the right direction?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because it's eating the bigger number like an alligator, Natalie.
Exactly, eating the bigger number like an alligator.
I've seen that.
Look at that
before.
That's the 4th place trophy right there.
I've seen it. Look at that.
So
you competed in the category you sponsored?
So the funny story about that is when we initially were going to sponsor a category, I was going to sponsor, or I had said that we should sponsor the longer goatee category because that's what I was in. And Natalie said, "You don't want to sponsor your own category." I was like, you're right. I'll sponsor the littler goatee category. And then little did I know, like a month or 2 or 3 or however long ago that was that we decided to do that, I would cut into that category. So yeah, we sponsored the category you and I were both in. And that was completely not planned because neither one of us were in that category
at all. To be honest with you, it was tried. We tried to avoid it, but
you weren't under 8 inches until like
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, and then I was Saturday, so a few days before you.
Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time.
So yeah, that was pretty good. We had a good time, and this grouping of people did very well. Got 2 firsts and 2 fourths right here. And breaking news: me and Andrew have the best 2 goatees in the world.
You do.
And we jokingly said we were going to divide and conquer. And guess what we did, Shawn Glander?
Divided and conquered.
We divided and conquered.
Both of you look absolutely fabulous.
We look freaking good.
Yeah.
That's probably the best Andrew's ever looked ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably. I don't know. I'm a big fan of what it did.
And he's bringing up your cred there too, you know. I mean,
right.
Let's go.
I'm very happy with the cut. I feel like after
I think it suits you.
Natalie super likes it. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. I thought I was going to throw up when it was happening, but now it's like done. Like, man, I'm good. I like it. I'm a big fan. Yeah. So it's going to stick around, I believe. That was one of the things I was like, well, I'm either going to hate it or I'm not. And if I hate it, then I can just start growing it back, and I'm not gonna. So just gonna keep it. I can do things. It's not in the way. And it's much more manageable, and I like it. We both needed to look the best to win our categories. That is factual. And we did. We pulled it off.
I really think that's actually something they judge on. Like
what? Breaking news. They want you to look super good in your category.
They want you to look the best.
Thanks, Jeffrey Harris. Yeah, we did. And I was super afraid of Bill Peterson. He has that giant hedge on his face
not anymore.
Now he's a mustache, but he man, he could have cut
Bill.
into any category.
Thanks, Bill, for dropping in, taking my 3rd place, and then cutting down to a freaking stash the next day. I appreciate you. Good job.
The next day. Cut it off. Here's that goatee.
Yeah, guess.
Anyway. He's disqualified now.
Yeah. I'll never be mad at one of our guys. You know, welcome back to BSBB as well. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Speaking of BSBB, man, showed up.
Well, and we don't got the pictures that we technically do because Bill actually told me that he was back in. You know, Bill should have been part of this picture. Friggin' all kinds of things. But yes,
breaking news.
That's just some people. Look at that.
That's pretty much everybody. This is just our B&B.
Just the Airbnb.
That's just ours. Because you also had your group, and then
our Airbnb was pretty crazy as well. I was literally the only the only person there that didn't have a deck. So yeah,
you did.
I mean, I had one. I had a sponsor deck, but I stayed with some pretty awesome people at that friggin' thing. So yeah, we got Mr. Paul 2 got his category.
Paul 2, congratulations,
Mr. Paul
man. So many good people, so many amazing categories.
I did the math on that picture. It was oh man, I did the math earlier and I was being ready for it. It was like 3 firsts, 3 seconds, and friggin' like 2/3 or something like that. It was crazy.
It was Brock got the wrong trophy.
Yeah, sorry, Brock.
So there was
he got the wrong alligator.
You got the wrong alligator. There was definitely conversations backstage about which which full beard style stash group gets which alligator,
So hard, John.
and y'all got the wrong one. So I mean, if you super want to, I'm sure you already have and probably already talked about it or thought about it, but you could just
they have talked. So
yeah. And are y'all gonna swap, Brock? Is that gonna be a thing? Are you gonna try to get your correct?
It's in the works. It's a possibility. They're working on it. So yeah. I flew home with Brock.
I know that Israel and Jason are swapping theirs.
Yeah.
Or did swap theirs.
Well, hopefully all you full beard style stash guys in your categories, you'll get your proper trophies. And if not, it makes for a conversation piece.
One heck of a story.
It's a crazy story. I went to the World Beard Moustache and I got the wrong trophy. You know, it is what it is. At least it didn't say Whiskerina Creative because you're not that.
Talking Beards the club was also extremely well represented. Andrew has those numbers somewhere. If that's something you can.
Where is it, Andrew?
Paste and copy in here, Andrew.
I know he's ready. He's ready.
Super
with
good.
Stuff.
Brian Thompson. I saw Aaron post this earlier. So anyone know when scores will be posted and certificates mailed? She posted that the scores will be posted ASAP. And they expect all certificates to be mailed in the next couple weeks. And I know what
certificates to be mailed.
Did you not get your certificate?
Some people didn't get their certificate.
Oh, I got mine at the show.
Yeah, some people didn't get theirs.
Oh, okay.
So, at the beginning, I know there was like some hiccups and people didn't get them, and then the last day, it got really hectic with like 50 people in each category, and then the
with all the
and then there was some wrongdoings with the styled stash people. Also, the full beard styled stash people also had some hiccupy things going on. Yeah, there you go. So there was some stuff going on, but they're going to mail them all out. Everybody's going to get their certificates in the next couple weeks. I think 3 of each place in that picture. I was 30 to 45 full beard natural.
Yeah, that went very long. Yep,
extremely long. Yeah, you need different facial hairstyles. Unless you finish top 3 Saturday, you have to wait. So there you go. Yeah. So
don't go goatee.
Yeah, man. Don't do that. Go chops, Brian Thompson. That's a great idea. You should do that.
I don't want to go against Brian Thompson.
No.
Brian's son competed.
Brian's son competed.
Yes.
We interviewed him on the live stream. Yes. Second place, partial, creative, partial, or third? Brian, where did your son place? But pulled his hair in front of his face.
But he did a great job on stage.
Yeah. Pulled his hair in front of his face, made a chops, I think. Either way, a partial beard creative.
6. Nice.
My bad. Everybody will get a certificate for competing at Worlds. It's kind of the thing, at Worlds. It shows your placement over the next 2 years that you can show all your friends and stuff. There
you go.
Andrew Matson, Talking Beards the club, took home 5 first place, 5 second place, and 3 thirds for certain. That's pretty solid.
Without the finals on the last day that he's still waiting on.
And it was a goatee and a stash.
Goatee and stash. I knew it was a partial of some sort.
He did a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Very cool.
That's like
so let's get into Saturday. Yeah, it was a super heavy day. All the full beards, the big beards, the giant beards, the styled beards, I think the realistic beard creative, but most importantly, creative freestyle, the most important category besides goatee in the whole competition.
I don't know about all that. But
I know about all that. And this is the most amazing thing that I've ever seen in my life. Natalie killed it as per usual, but so beautiful, so obnoxious with this dress. She was I'm pretty sure that she was going to get paid by the venue because since she was sweeping the whole place. She was just walking around, sweeping the floors. They were very appreciative. I bet there's still dust balls underneath this dress. I guarantee it. If we go pull this dress right now,
I don't think you want to look at the bottom of it. I'm not gonna lie.
I bet it's black. I bet it's from those dirty floors just getting dusted.
Oh,
but man, she killed it. Obviously, she won her category. She looked amazing.
So here's a comment that you're gonna need to correct here real quick.
Cool. Here we go. Well, there's one thing that Mr. Matson can hold over your head, Aaron. He beat Patrick, ha. Well, that's pretty funny because I also beat Patrick in 2017. That's why I'm a 2-time world champion, Charms. So the only thing Andrew really has to hold over my head is he's a 4-time national champion, as I am still just a 1-time national champion.
Yeah, that's where Patrick keeps beating you.
But
Matson and Andrew does have that over me too because he beat me for one of those national champions.
You'll see, even Andrew's like, Aaron's beat him.
Yeah. Sorry, Charms.
He beat me.
You tried, man. Swing and a miss. But, man, you were missed, buddy. I thought you were going to make it and show off that sweet new bod you got going on. You're all jacked. Everyone who...
random. I'm getting a phone call from Pennsylvania.
You better answer it.
It's gonna be somebody trying to give me a loan. What do you like?
Probably.
A business loan that I don't have a business for. So.
All right, here we go. DG says everyone who was a competitor will receive a certificate. I'm working on that this week. I promise. I'll also be working on the list of scores for all participants. Thank you,
Woo-hoo!
DG.
But DG needed a break for a couple of days
DG needed
because
to
she
take
worked
a
her
break.
butt off this past weekend.
She should. What's up, Jeremy?
Jeremy, what's up, buddy? Whenever you're ready to drop your breaking news, let me know and you can hop on the show and you can break it on here if you'd like. So
as long as it's not that you're going goatee, because they're not allowed either. Like
I think he's cut his beard off.
No.
Maybe.
No.
There was quite a few attempted big swings this weekend. Most of them failed at finding loopholes to win. Jeremy, you Deegan.
Degen.
I don't know what that means.
Deegan. Old Robert.
Robert.
Ask him questions about Blackpool.
Yeah, don't forget, ask all your questions to Robert Mevick about Blackpool.
Better.
Something else that happened this weekend that I forgot to touch on. I think this was Tuesday morning. We did this. Here, make me big real quick. I'm gonna show this off. We did this.
Big now.
Thought it was pretty cool.
What is it?
It's kind of blurry. You can't really see what it is.
So we did this. We went to the city and got a declaration to make, or proclamation to make the week that we were there in Pittsburgh, the week of the World Beard Moustache Championships. And they officially made it World Beard Moustache Championships week in Pittsburgh. And we got to go to the courthouse, and it was kind of awkward and
fun.
And yeah, I mean, it was fun, but like we just stood there.
What does that mean?
We got a proclamation from the mayor that said, "Congratulations, it's Beard Week."
We got to all stand up and get our hands shook, and thanks for all the hard work we do for bearding.
Yeah, and Adam Cosgrove.
So does that mean like they'll celebrate you next year on this date?
No, I think that was just this year. They celebrated us.
But the furries didn't get that.
But they didn't get a furry.
How do you know?
We know.
Because they weren't there.
I know. I don't know. Them furries probably got a key to the city. There was so many of them.
What was there, like 10,000 furries there or something like that?
It was out of control.
It was a good time.
Dude, they were cool, man. They were just wandering around downtown being furries. Yep. One even took the stage. One came to...
I actually was getting a bunch of pictures to hopefully upload a bunch of that tonight. I was trying to get furry pictures galore, and I didn't. So
it was cool, dude. 19,000 plus, Andrew says. That's a freaking lot of people. And just furry. They were
Well,
just,
I was just gonna start showing everybody the pictures and just say this is just how Pittsburgh normally is.
yeah, it's just always like this. Just always
They
like
just
this.
got all these stuffed animals walking around the streets, and that's it.
Yeah, Rob, Adam, and Phil all did great as MCs.
Fabulous.
Man, there was dozens upon dozens of judges. Everybody did great. Jason
Yeah.
Seelan,
77 judges, I believe, or something
he
like
held
that.
it down
Yeah.
all weekend. I think total there was 424 competitors.
I believe so.
Are you
yeah.
talking about the furries?
No,
us.
Oh, we
We're
brought it.
Yeah, we're past the furries.
I mean, comments are still about furries.
These
stuff.
guys are. Yeah, $22 million for the city with the furries. Over 19,000 pre-registered furries.
But the stuff we're talking about physically is about
19,000, second largest convention in the world. But I'm past the furries. Yeah, that's they brought in more revenue for the city than all the beards for sure.
I don't know. If we looked at my drink tab, I helped out tremendously throughout the weekend.
You spent $22 million in drink?
No. To be honest with you, as more than I drank, I ate so much the entire time I was gone.
Really? That's cool.
I was always hungry.
Yeah, we barely ate. You're lucky.
I was always hungry. Like, I don't know why. I don't know if it was nerves or what, but I was just always, we could have got done eating an hour ago and I was like, I'm hungry. That's crazy. So,
but yeah, man, it was an action-packed weekend.
It was
action-packed. Lots of hugs. Got to see a lot of old friends. Got to make a bunch of new friends.
Agreed.
Tons
I
of
actually think
pictures.
that a lot of what happened was very therapeutic this weekend. Got to talk to a lot of
dude.
old people, new people for sure. So yeah,
I know some people got to mend some fences and all that good stuff. And did they ever say how much was donated to the children's hospital? Timothy, I'm sure
they have not, because they're working on finalizing the event and stuff like that.
Absolutely, they're still working on finalizing everything. But that was ultimately what the whole event was doing, was raising money for the UPMC Children's Hospital up there. I know the Mad Viking Beard Club, Pennsylvania, has always raised money for UPMC Children's Hospital. Right. Monsters Ball, I think that's always been their charity. I could be wrong, but I know a lot of times that was their charity for sure.
Right.
But man.
Well, and they still have swag open and shit. I'm sure by the time they close all that, they'll know the final number. Right?
Yeah, there you go. You
can go order your stuff right now still.
Absolutely. You can still go to the shop. I'm sure you can go to WBMC 2025 website and find the link. But you can, if you didn't get you a shirt or hoodie or whatever, you can still get that. The shop is still open online and order all that good stuff. Glad y'all had a blast and proud to be hosting Worlds in 2029. Did you know Worlds is going to be in Spokane, Washington, 2029?
Yeah, Drea is going to kill it. She's ready.
Drea is going to kill it. And 2 years, Blackpool. So once we get some art, you'll see a nice 2029 popping up on Talking Beards for the next 4 years.
Right.
Breaking news. Rob's here.
What's up, Rob?
What's up, Rob? You killed it this weekend, man.
Since you just now are joining, we did mention how amazing you did this weekend.
And we mentioned how huge you were. Remember that time you picked up an entire category of guys and just bench pressed them on the stage?
Right.
In
your sequin suit.
In your sequin suit.
Which one, you might ask? I think he was wearing the pink and purple at the time. I'm not sure about it.
So he handed me his jacket of that sequin suit.
Yeah.
That thing was so freaking heavy.
I can only imagine.
And he still had pants and the vests and man.
Yeah.
So crazy.
I can only imagine.
But you killed it, dude. You absolutely killed it. Thank you for everything you did for the event. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being you and bringing Spectator of the Year with you. We appreciate it.
Knocked it out of the park.
Jeremy wants to know about the Israel competition. I know I'm pretty sure it's May 2026. It was supposed to be May 2025, but obviously there was some issues and probably not the best time to go to a beer competition over there at that time. So they're hoping to have it all wrapped up and ready to put on a beer competition in 26. I mean, once I get more information from Jalad or any of those guys, I'll let it be known for sure. But yeah, Israel competition, national competition, pretty wild place to go to a beer competition, but it's happening over there in 26. They're planning on it.
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
In Tel Aviv. So
do you think Israel will go?
I think he's required, right?
Like, you got to, right?
Yeah, you've got to go, Israel. Barkley.
Wouldn't it be cool if Israel went and just like knocked out of the park and Jolie does like one Israel?
One Israel.
That'd be cool.
Israel Barkley, you got to go, man. You got to go.
Calling you out, bro.
Got to go.
I won't see you there.
But ultimately, amazing weekend, Shawn. It was good to see you. We talked about taking pictures together. We failed.
Sucked we didn't.
Oh, we didn't even touch on this. Baseball game was Wednesday.
I missed that. I really wanted to go to that.
You did miss out. You missed Jason Seelan throwing out a first pitch, but strangely, instead of throwing it at home plate, he threw it at first base. It was weird. It was Cardi was waiting for him at home plate, but he threw it at first base for some reason. I don't know.
He got distracted.
He was looking at the wrong thing.
Well,
amazing time.
Cardi probably would have dropped it anyway. So
probably freaking Cardi. What else? Let's see. I loaded. Oh, mullet update.
I think there was like pinball tournaments. There was all kinds of cool things I missed out. It was crazy.
Mullet update.
There was a pinball tournament.
Mullet update. Way to go,
mullet
Justin.
Update. Thank you, Justin. Yeah, pinball tournament was Wednesday night at Shorty's. Pre-party was awesome. We did a bunch of pre-judging there and stuff. I got a video I posted in here. We'll do this real quick. This was probably one of my best parts of all weekend right here. Got to go see Mr. Rogers. Look at that. It's all there. Up it through there. Such an amazing time.
I don't know if they can actually hear you talking.
They can. I unmuted myself.
Oh, well. I can't hear Shawn and he's talking.
Yeah. I didn't unmute Shawn.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I was just saying that was super cool. And that was a Mr. Rogers, like, what is that, a museum or something?
Yeah, so it was at the Heinz History Museum, 5-6 floors, bunch of Heinz stuff, bunch of sports stuff, and then they get into the history of Pittsburgh and steel and glass blowing and just the history. But I just wanted to go to that one section.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would have went and checked that out.
I just wanted to go see Mr. Rogers. It's such a huge part of my childhood, and man,
they'd have tackled me trying to run out with King Friday in my hand. So
freaking King Friday was there. I saw him. I was like 2 feet away from King Friday.
That's pretty cool.
Anyway,
Mevic has a question.
Mevic's got a question somewhere. Do you think Worlds will ever do 3 categories in Whaler? I don't know, man. I would.
I think after this year, it should definitely be talked about because that was a giant, crazy category.
It was a big category, but it was also a big category in the United States. In 2019, going to Belgium, it didn't even exist as a category. It had to be fought to be a category.
There was no Whaler category whatsoever.
It's not really a thing outside the United States. Not really.
And in Germany, I don't feel like that was that many people.
There was like 3 Whalers, maybe 4 Whalers.
Things coming back to the United States in 2029. So it might be a topic of conversation.
It should be a topic, but my opinion, 3 is too many.
2.
Yeah, I
I-
understand that. But there
I
could be an
think-
over or under.
If goatees are going to be split at 8 inches, I think that whalers should also be split at 8 inches.
I think that's a great idea, to be honest with
I
you.
think it should be or 20 centimeters. It should be above and over 20 centimeters for goatees and
Right.
whalers if
Yep.
we're going to split it. Chops, there's no chops. Thank goodness that's stopped being a thing.
Right.
So we don't need to split that one.
And
We're
Patrick
weeding the
Quinn
rest of you out little by
retiring,
little. I'm just joking.
But yeah, so chops, I mean, yeah, there you go. 2 whalers, 0 chops. There you go. So if you're going to be chops, you got to do freestyle chops. It's the only
Hey, Ted, start growing that hair in.
There you go. But 45 centimeter break on whalers. Is that what you think, Show?
Dang, really, Eric?
That's like 16.
That's
Somebody-
over freaking Fabs. Fabs was 30 to 45.
I think that's
right?
too big, Show. I think that's too big. I think we do like a nice tight whaler, like a Donegal, and then everybody else is a whaler. You could just do Donegal. Just call it Donegal because that's what it is, right? So you could do Donegal and whaler. Anyway, rabbit holing. But Mevic, I think 3 is too many for Worlds. 2, I could see that. There was like 30 people in whaler, and that was, and it's hard, right? So when you got 30 people in a full beard category that are all the same length, that's one thing. But when you have 30 whalers that are
Totally
just
different.
such a wide variety. Like I think Robert Mevic has one of the best Donegals in the country,
Absolutely.
and it's just hard for him to compete with Shannon Chicken Bread's whaler that's just freaking big around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Or
not
Ghost.
the thing. It's
Or-
not
or any
or
of them.
Ghost, right?
Oh,
It's not.
yeah,
It's just not
100%.
the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
I honestly feel like if that category was split, that you would have seen Robert Mevic and Panda both placing on a podium.
I agree. I completely agree that Donegal and whaler. I think it's 2 different beards. It's 2 completely different beards. Like right now, I wouldn't be able to compete against Andrew if we go to Great American, right? Like if Great American was next week, there's
And we
only
all
one
know
goatee
I couldn't
category,
anyway. We'd
right?
seen it.
Andrew's going to smoke me all day, every day right now because we have 2 totally different beards. It's the same thing with a Donegal and a whaler. But anyway, you're good, Charms. You're good, buddy. But yeah, that's it. Our adventure to Worlds has come to a conclusion. We had a great time in Pittsburgh. We didn't see any duck horses, unfortunately, but we went. BSBB represented, Talking Beards the club represented. We got to hang out with Cardi, and here you go. Here's some breaking official stuff right here at the bottom of the screen. Email k.digi@pitt.edu if you didn't get your certificate.
It's coming across again.
k.dg@pitt.edu, and maybe we'll make that a post on Talking Beards as well if DG wants it out and about like that. If not, we won't. But if you are watching this and you want your certificate, or if you want to make sure 100% you get your certificate, email DG down there, and she will make sure it happens.
Rue's like, this is Sparta.
I don't plan on giving up my goatee title. I claimed it. Now I defend it. So there you go, Andrew Matson. I don't know if he's pissed now.
Yeah.
My bad.
No.
Pissed him off.
Yeah.
Anyway, everybody, that's it.
Raging Bull.
You got anything to close out the show, Shawn?
No. 2029 World. Spokane.
2029 Worlds coming to Spokane.
Book your
Everybody,
flights now.
book your flights now. Everybody, have a great night. Have a great evening. Have a great week. And we will see you next Tuesday.
Absolutely. It was a great week.
Bye bye.
Amazing.
Okay, bye.
See y'all later.